Gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. That is the album.
Oh, wait, Pavlov. Yeah, duh. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. We do have to tune down for this one, though. Last one. Sugar before you give it all away. Yeah, baby girl, I said you give it all away. I said you give it to charity, you give it to people that do not deserve that shit, baby girl. I'm fucking sick of it with all my life. I said you give it away. I said you're the gift that just keeps on giving. I shut up. She knows when I'm fucking with him in the front door. If it's time to shotgun shells on the floor, and I found 5 rounds sitting in a mess store on the ground. Yeah, she got a love by now. Yeah, she got a love somehow.
Welcome to the Pop Off Podcast. I'm Derek.
And I'm Matt, and we're here with
Lily of the Valley.
Who are you guys? What do you play?
My name is Zach. I'm vocalist and guitar player.
My name's Aaron. I play guitar.
My name is Brady, and I play the bass. And I'm Ryan, and I'm the drummer.
And we're also joined with our special guest, Tara, who may be wandering around. So Lily of the Valley, my first impression of like what that means is a vagina.
Oh,
Delightful.
Just throwing it out there.
Right,
That's like it's
right.
the valley and the sweet flower there.
yeah.
But I'm also getting some like Black Lotus vibes for the Magic fans. Like there's
Yes,
some
sir.
mystery. Like it's the lily, maybe like a purple or something like that.
Yeah.
Am I close?
Sorta. Well,
What's your inspiration? How'd you come up with that name?
it's kind of stupid, but I was looking for a chest tattoo to get, and I was on. Brady, do you remember this? And I texted the group chat. I was on Pinterest, unfortunately, but there was a big chart of flowers, and the one that stuck out to me was Lily of the Valley. But I went and looked up what it meant, and it's biblical, and it could either mean like it has healing properties or it can be poisonous as well.
Okay.
So I was thinking the duality of that I think we bleed into with our music as well. Is it's either like destruction or healing, depending on what.
I get that. There's a lot of things,
But the vagina thing was a lot cooler, though, I think.
Yeah, I like.
Right?
I like
you
the
never
direction
thought
to go
about
with
that? The lily. of
No,
the,
I
of the
haven't, but
valley, it's
I'm
like-
never
two
going to be able to
meanings.
forget it now, probably.
Oh. Well, now you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I've also been told that it's like something in Breaking Bad. I've never seen Breaking Bad.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
We do get
yeah.
that one a lot.
This is like the Batman flower from the mountaintop. That's like
Yeah, and Batman Begins.
that's like I said, the vibes. And your music is super great. You guys blew us away, man. I love the
Thank you.
rock and style. Definitely
Thank you.
got like classic rock vibes. Almost got some like John Bonham vibes.
Yeah.
Because I see you
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
work,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I saw you in the back really throwing groove and doing all kinds of cool, drum rolls and
Much appreciated.
For me,
He's
the
like
highlight of the performance was definitely using the phone as a slide.
Oh, I
and then,
appreciate that.
and then just being like, drop them down.
I
Like, back
usually
to
have,
play.
like-
I was like, fuck yeah, man.
I usually have like a bottle or something, but I didn't think to do it. So it's either the vape or the phone that I go with. But yeah.
And then you just like totally cut out. It was like super heavy rocking, and then you guys just all kind of like done, and then it was like on to the next song, which was actually a really cool effect. It was like you guys definitely tight on that part,
For sure.
Well, you guys have a killer sound. How long have you been playing together?
Well, we've been all of us playing together for what? Not even a year yet. That was
Almost a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we
January 28th was the first show I did with you guys, right?
right. Yeah, it was
So-
at
Man, man's locked in.
yeah, that was in Valdosta, Georgia, where we played with him.
Birthday.
But we've been playing together. We used to have a different drummer who was the other founding member of the band, and but he joined last February, and we've been playing together 2.5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's been
about.
close to 3 years now.
Yeah.
They've been playing live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first time you guys met you. It was a while ago playing around here, and you did have a little bit more metal sound to it. You still had the rock and riffs, but I do like the direction where you've gone from it, and I see that duality in it because it's not totally rocking the whole time. It's
Right.
you've got
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, it's that definitely. It's the way that I write, but it's also kind of to satisfy different groups of people, and what they like, because I don't know, we're at not a huge level of being a band yet, so we're kind of just like seeing what works, I suppose. But
And you play to your crowd too. Like I know in Matt and I's music, we've written some heavier songs and put some more distortion because there's a lot of metal scene, there's a lot of thrash and that stuff that goes there. And
Yeah.
sometimes you're playing along with those bands, and not every jazzy track might be a hit,
most definitely.
Yeah, and I also there's kind of a big emo scene in Orlando, which is where we mostly play at, and I think that you're like a product of that environment. Like the more we started to kind of dip our toes into that and be around that, it definitely like kind of pushed in that direction.
And I want to give a big shout out to O-Town and you guys especially. I originally thought that you were coming from Orlando because that's where you're mostly I see you playing, but you're actually from Brevard, I think, or some
Yeah.
of you guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, to make
Unfortunately.
that trip in here, we
Bumfuck.
appreciate
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
support.
well, thank you for having us. We're from Rockledge technically, but we just say Melbourne because no one knows what Rockledge is.
Hardly
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
knows Melbourne.
I don't know what
either,
that
to be
is. What
honest.
is Rockland?
It's
Nobody
nothing. It's
knows.
literally like
It's-
3
I
streets.
know Melbourne.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's
In
just
It's like
Florida.
north of Melbourne, but it's like probably like a 3 mile
Yeah, it's like 3
diameter.
streets. There's like 2 Taco Bells, and that's like pretty much it.
So there's probably a huge music scene there with
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
massive.
lot of
Oh,
different
for sure.
venues.
That's why we
right?
drive an hour to
I've
play.
Yeah.
I've met one other musician in Rockledge, and he's sitting right next to me. So.
Found each other. No, we've heard that story. Some of them boys we had on before from what was it? Not Valdosta, but they were was it Alabama or something?
We've had them coming in from South Carolina, Alabama, all over Florida.
Just because, to come to the venues and stuff. So, and that's what I was saying with Orlando. We've had a lot of really cool bands just from that scene and sounds that we like. I mean, whatever people's taste is, so it's got the emo there, but we've met some really cool acts. And, there's almost more out there than in Tampa sometimes, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orlando is really great that we're able to play there. There's a lot of really good bands and stuff that we've gotten to play with and like interact with, and the bookies over there too are very nice and give basically like anyone like starting out like a chance, which is really good.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of tourist people there? Because I mean, there's kind of like different scenes and pockets of people in Tampa, but I know that like the entertainment's huge. You got Disney World and you've got all that stuff that goes on.
Probably
you guys more
we
near
probably
like
do. We just don't know. Like, because we're not really like, we'll be in Orlando. I mean, you would probably know better than we would. He lives in Lake Mary.
Yeah. So I'm over at UCF in Orlando, but I mean, I think for the most part, most of the people that come through to the shows are from the same crowd, the same community. It seems like it's a very tight-knit community up there. They all go out to support each other and whatnot. So I'm not sure if I would say that there's a lot of outsiders and tourists, like you were saying. I mean, in general, yes, the roads are backed up all the time, and it's a nightmare. But as far as
the
music
fans
scene
are
goes,
local.
Yeah, for the most part, I think.
Well, while I'm thinking of it, so you guys played. You've got new music out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came on here to kind of promote some of that, but you had the time and you played all the songs. What exactly did we hear? What did we just listen to?
We played all the songs on the record, but there's also these little soundbite things that I made that were, I don't know. They're like interludes on like the beginning, the middle, and the end of the record.
Yeah, it's sort of
Oh,
like a concept album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like a whole themed thing, and it all kind of fits together and has that just you listen to it, and there's a similar vibe throughout the whole.
That's cool. I definitely like that stuff. I mean, we're big on like immersion, bringing artists and trying to tell more of a story with that. So the music, what you played it in order, just minus the interludes, I suppose.
We did accept
One
the
rearrange.
last song because
Yeah.
it's in D standard, and so the one where I
Okay,
was like,
right.
"That's the end," and then it wasn't the end.
Yeah, there's a little
It's normally the
break there.
closer.
Yeah, that one, the one we played last, is third on the record. Pavlov's Dog is what it's called.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a cool name.
Yeah, all of it is based off of psychological terms, like mass hysteria, the id and the ego.
Yeah, that
Pavlov's
first
Dog.
song you guys played, and sometimes, as we're recording, I can't hear all the words, but as I mix this episode and hear it, I'm sure I'll have some of my favorites in there. When you guys play live, do you do interlude type of stuff? And we have some like stage annex that we do.
Yeah, we just bought a Roland SPDSX to play the interludes, and like there's a few songs that start with some sound things that we've been
You just got it
incorporating.
pre-recorded. And
Yeah, and then he just hits a button on it, and then
Button man.
yeah.
Well, sick guys. Do you have any gigs coming up? I mean, I highly suggest you see these dudes live. The energy in here was awesome. What's coming up next year for the new year with you?
Well, we're playing something that you guys can't go to because it's on a military base. My dad's in the military, and he's having us play for a Christmas thing at what's the name of the base over here?
McDill.
McDill. Yeah,
That's dope.
he just transferred over here, so he wants us to play for that. But we're playing a lot of shows coming up in the new year, right?
We got something in the works for New Year's, and then we got a couple of scattered shows in Orlando for January.
Yeah, January, is it the 16th? That's with Velvet Crowbar booking.
I think it's it is 16th.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there, but that's a house show happening in early January. And then we're still trying to figure out what we're gonna do for New Year's, like
Yeah,
night.
we want to either throw a house show, or we booked Stardust for New Year's Eve, but we don't know if we're gonna use that yet. But
You know what? While we were talking earlier, you brought up the house show. I want to bring in that, like how the house shows have kind of changed in the music scene. Where I've noticed, like especially with original bands and new bands, you don't see a lot of like venues. And venues, I think, especially in Florida, have kind of geared towards cover songs to playing to boomers that just want to like enjoy their dinner. Where it's not so much the music and the art of it. Where I think like a lot of these DIY scenes have really good shows. I mean, I think if people see this advertised, that's really where the music is now.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has recently changed with like the whole scene in Orlando. the whole house show thing wasn't like that until like the last like year or so. I think it started to like everyone does them. I think everyone likes them because it's way more intimate and everyone kind of knows everybody. So it's like if you're running into like different groups from different things, it kind of brings a bunch of people together and gives new bands as well. Like I think that's a big part of why so many bands have kind of exploded onto the scene is because they just start playing house parties. Like
That makes
around
sense because
college
if you're a fan, you're not a if you're a fan, you want to be like, hey, do you know this band? And you want to have people that you can talk about the music with, like.
Yeah, and it just like cycles like that. Like everyone is in a band, then they go to the house show, and it's whatever. Like everyone knows each other, and it just makes everything like even bigger than it already was.
And especially now, I mean, we're doing this podcast, all independently. I think like the technology's changed. Everybody has phones. Everybody can access media, or you don't need all that infrastructure. So that's interesting. We'll see what happens in the future. I mean, it's getting harder to afford a home. So
Yeah.
maybe house shows
Damn
will
right.
be, those will go away when people don't own
Studio
houses.
space shows,
Yeah.
studio apartment shows.
Backyard shows.
So for the people that like your music, like your sound, what's the best way to follow you and engage with what you got going on?
We primarily use Instagram, which is at lilythevalley.fl.
Yeah.
We just changed it, so.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
use
we're on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that. But if you want updates on us and what we're doing, the Instagram is definitely the place to go to. We're trying to do TikTok because that is something that you could be an overnight success. So fingers
So
crossed.
We do have one. What's the TikTok username? Lily of the Valley.
I think it's also lilythevalley.fl.
Okay. Yeah. Well, go
Don't
there.
worry, guys. After this episode goes up, I'm pretty sure it's going to be overnight success.
Let's hope so.
Thank you.
Oh,
Toes
yeah.
and fingers crossed.
So share it with your friends, like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
See you, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.